Welcome to Becoming an Author. I'm Natalie Hickson, and well, I'm becoming an author. And you're here to see the journey of how becoming an author happens. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. I'm here to show any of those people out there who are interested in becoming an author, who want to see the road from every perspective. Who's even thinking about writing a book and you're not sure if you want to. I'm here to just basically be your guinea pig. I am right here in the very beginning stages of writing a book. I've never done this before. I've blogged for over 10 years, so I've been writing. So I know how to write. Not that I write well, I don't know. That's totally up to the readers to decide, but I do know how to write. And now I feel like I'm being called to actually write a book. The book I'm writing is nonfiction. Who I'm writing it to is a Christian mom. On my last video, I told you a little bit more about who I'm writing it to, and I'm still kind of figuring all that out. And I just want to throw that out there to someone who's sitting there like, I can't write a book because I don't even know who I'm writing it to, and I don't know even where to start. And well, guess what? I don't either. Basically, I've narrowed down to Christian woman who needs confidence and is trying to learn how to be more authentic with herself and others. Now, I've written that out somewhere and I figured that out so far, but at the same time, to keep it humble, to keep it down to earth, to keep me like I'm just writing because I love writing and I've always dreamed of writing a book. To keep me in that space, I'm really writing it for my girls. So I have 3 girls and I have a niece. And I want to write this book to them for when they're older. They can look back and they can read this. All the things that I wish I could tell them now, and I don't mean to sound morbid or creepy or anything, but if I don't make it to when they're adults, because I don't know when God's going to take me home, I want to have left something for them. And so that is the real down, like bare bones of who I'm writing this message to. It's for them. And yes, there's that other layer of Christian moms who need confidence and more authenticity and all of that, but it was just really easy for me to finally get on board with writing to my girls. That made it more simple for me. So that's a little something that came up for me as I was trying to figure out who am I writing this book for. And the thing I'm working on right now is just trying to figure out my outline. I need to hash out my outline. I need to figure out a deadline for when I want this book to be done, because I work best by deadlines, and so much of the research I've done when it comes to writing a book, it's really good to give yourself a deadline. Otherwise, you could end up leaving it on your computer for years and never coming back to it, thinking, oh, I'll get back to it, I'll get back to it. I'm gonna treat my deadline as a real deadline. Like if I had a publisher right now, I'd have to hit that deadline. So that's what I'm working towards. I got to figure that out today, and I need to do some research for my chapters today. It is time to work on my chapters and my outline, and we'll see you in a few. goodness, I got so much done. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what you saw. Of course, it went really, really fast for you. As you can see here, I got my book outline done, which is really, really, really exciting, and I can't even tell you how amazing it feels. But I took sticky notes on this adorable little poster board that fits perfectly on my desk, and then it folds away neatly, so I don't have to have it on my desk the whole time. I know some people have boards that they stick on their wall and stuff. Well, I just don't have that. I'll give you an office tour at some point, not today, but I'm literally sitting in a closet. This is a closet off of our bedroom that I created as an office. So I don't have a ton of room in here. So this is why this option worked really well for me. And it's portable, which is nice. So here's what I ended up doing. These pink papers here are all the pieces of the book. So like testimonials, the first page, and you saw me looking through some books. This is where I'm gonna read one. I was looking through some books to kind of give me an idea of how they start their books. So like this, and I saw this in most of them, testimonials, and then like a title page. I can show that title page, and then there's a dedication, and there's the content, the chapters, acknowledgement. So I did all of that here. So I know what it looks like now. And then over here is the meat of the book, all the content. And I'm doing 3 parts to the book. Here's part 1, part 2, part 3. And I left room on the side because this is the subject, or what the chapter is about, and the problem and the solution, basically. And then next to it, I'll put little squares of stories that go along with this. So there's different stories I need to kind of reflect on and think about as to where I want to put those stories from my life into these different spots. Okay, and I have to tell you something. Remember at the beginning of the video I was talking about who I'm writing this book for? It was like chills. I got chills thinking about the stuff that I'm going to be telling my babies, that they will get to read about, and it's just all of this amazing information that I'm compiling for them to hopefully inspire them and help them on their journeys and things that they can learn from their mama. And then hopefully it will also help other Christian moms in today's day, not 10, 20 years from now when my kids will read it. It will hopefully help people who are watching, if you're my readers. Okay, so it was just super cool. The next thing is, then I took all these sticky notes, and you saw me typing, and I was typing all of these into a Google document so that I can have them with me anywhere. I have Google Drive on my phone, I have it on my iPad, on my computer. So anywhere, I just got it set up and prepared for me. Anytime I get an idea of one of the stories, I will be able to just pop into my Google Drive and put the story idea in there, because I'm like, okay, I know I've got these stories, and some of them I have already written out, but there's quite a few of these I don't, and I need to kind of think and brainstorm on what those stories will be. And I don't want to be in town at the grocery store and be sparked by one of these ideas that goes to one of these chapters, a story that I need to tell, and not have a place to put it. So that's why I just created this document to make sure that it is ready and prepared. And I also, the reason I typed everything out that was on each of these sticky notes was 2, if something happens to this, I have it here. And 3, I can do, like, what if there's plenty of times I'm sitting in the car waiting for the kids to be done, like through one of their lessons, guitar lessons or whatever it is. I can go sit here and look at this on my phone and reflect on some of these things and get some ideas and put them in there. So it's just nice because it's portable and with me all the time. This is nice because it's visual and it's really helping me see how my book is going to be laid out. And then if I write some of these stories, or I have some of these stories ideas, I might put those down and I'll be like, oh no, this story would be better with this subject, and be able to switch it around. I may even change the order of how these are too. I know they'll be in these parts for sure, but I'll be able to switch these around in order if I want to. So that is how I did my chapter book outline. And oh, one more tip I need to show you. I don't know if I can show you. Is I got this from, I'm a Compel member from compeltraining.com, and it's a Christian training Lisa TerKeurst created with the Proverbs 31 ministries. Anyways, one thing that she said, I'm just going to quickly share with you, which that program is amazing, and I highly suggest it to any nonfiction or fiction authors who are interested in writing their first book. But she said, as you can see the circle, she suggested that you put your focus, whatever your book is focused on, which is mine is living an authentic, intentional life. Put the focus in the middle of a circle, and then you write your chapter ideas around it, because you want your chapter ideas to focus, like you want them all to come in. It's just like a visual to help you think in a different way. Instead of doing it like this in an outline, you're doing it in a circle, and it's just helping you narrow in and focus on each chapter on your focus of your book. Really, really cool idea. Anyways, I have learned so much from Compel. It is the program to be. Go over and check it out. I don't think the program's open right now, but you can get on the wait list. And then you saw me writing on this. This was just a few ideas. I was getting a story idea, question I have to reference and look up later. I just really wanted this time to be really focused and productive on the timeline itself. So that's why I just had this notebook and jotted down some things if they came up to try to distract me. I wrote it down and just kept focusing on my outline. And I hopefully got my math right, but I was figuring out my deadline, and I'd really like my first draft of this to be done by November 17. That'll give me the week of Thanksgiving off, that I can let the manuscript sit. I may let it sit through Christmas. It's just going to depend on my patience and prayer. I'll be prayerfully considering when I should pick that first draft up and reread it again, because I know the more time the better before you pick that up and reread it. Yeah, okay, so we got the outline done, got my deadline picked. The other thing I wanted to do was start researching chapters. I didn't get to that point, but that's great. This was huge. This is so huge. So I'm really excited this is finished. Now I need to take this video, edit it, and get it on YouTube for you. So there we have it. Outline done, deadline picked, boom, now I'm on a roll. I can't wait to start researching my chapters. And in the next video, I will be talking about that. I'll be talking about my chapter outline, and I will be talking about how I'm researching and what I'm doing to build this nonfiction book of mine. So keep watching for my journey and how things are going. Today was just super, super productive, and I'm just, praise God, it was so awesome. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, thumbs up and subscribe. Go over to Instagram, follow me at Natalie Hickson, or Facebook at Natalie Hickson, or both. And follow me there, because I will be sharing when these videos are posted. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic, wonderful day, and we will talk to you later. Bye.